Hey, we outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top. Get into the bed, don't stop. Get into the bed, don't stop. Better catch up, cause we out. Look, I ain't skating through unless they talking 8 figures. Said I dream too big, about to do it way bigger. I'm the boss when I walk through, straighten up and sit up. I ain't never had to tell them, but they know that I'm that. Finish that. So many wins, I had to go ahead and bring it back. All of you, my sons, go ahead and get the Similac. Yeah, swerve when I'm pulling in. I ain't asking for the spot, I tell them better give me that. Taking no losses, can't start now. You know it's about to go up when I touch down. And if they didn't know before, they gonna know now. That I leave a murder scene when I come round. In other words, you know that we about to kill it. I ain't for the talking, I said it, you know I did it. I'm putting on the show, the world is about to feel it. I know they getting scared when I tell them that. We outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top. Get into the bed, don't stop. Get into the bed, don't stop. Better catch up, cause we out. Playing with me, know you playing yourself. If I got a game, I'm gon' bet on myself. Got it on my own, never needed your help. When you see me at the top, know I did it myself. You know we outside till the lights come on. About to make it to the top, it won't take us long. You know I'm blacking out, but I'm in my zone. It's beat money when it call my phone. Whoa, don't need your money, just give me respect. Told you before this, you know I'm a threat. I ain't letting up, I got my foot on their neck. Yeah, in other words, you know that we about to kill it. I ain't for the talking, I said it, you know I did it. I'm putting on the show, the world is about to feel it. I know they getting scared when I tell them that. We outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top.
Red is on the beat.
Que lo que con que lo que. Bronx
que
or nothing again on a Saturday night. Nothing better, man. Playoff football, I don't even know what that is, man. You guys got us here for an hour. We're back. What's up, chat? What's going on? Bringing you some more Yankee talk, Kevin. Not much going on, but we're getting closer, Kevin. We're getting closer to that time.
Ya tú sabes, ¿qué es lo que toque? ¿Qué es lo que dice el chat? What's up, everybody in the chat? Anthony Garcia, what's up? Dane, the great Dane's in there. Anthony Garcia.
What's up, Scott?
Dime Abel. Medina.
What up, Dane?
Scott, as always, here as well as Pete's in the chat. Drop your voicemail.
Oh,
yeah,
Caleb.
Mario. Do something a little different, right? Let them know. Drop us some voicemails, guys.
Drop us some voicemails. We got a ton to talk about still. Even though there's not much news. We'll still talk about Stroman a little bit a week after, but
number 2?
Our number 3 star. That's what we need him to be. Just a number 3. But listen, guys, drop your voicemails. We're happy to hear your opinions on whatever you guys got to talk about Yankees right now. Samaki the likey, Hitty the subby.
The subby.
Hitty the subby.
Mario, I heard this guy called.
Mario.
All right.
Come on, guys. This guy with the soundboard. This guy with the soundboard, bro.
Let's start off with Stro, man. Stro got introduced via Zoom, which is now partnered with the Yankees. Zoom is going to be in center field. We're going to see an advertisement for Zoom. I mean, it seems like
it's going to be on the jersey at this point, Kevin. It's going to be all over the jerseys.
Ya tú sabes. So, I mean, it looks like Zoom is a part of the Yankee partnership or something. Every guys we introduced this season has been via Zoom. So, how did you think about I felt like I saw a different Stroman. Let's start with you. What did you like about the introduction?
I mean, he said everything right, Kevin? Like, you look at it, the guy's basically saying, I'm not afraid of New York. I don't shy away from that. I want to pitch here. And he also said something a little bit interesting, Kevin. He said that he feels that he's maybe misunderstood a bit by Yankee fans. I think he did a good job, kind of deleting some of the tweets that he put out. But my advice to him is, listen, bro, you don't have to unblock anybody. That's how I feel about it. Just go out there, be a number 3. That's what the Yankees paid you to be. And if you do that, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I was also watching the fellas yesterday. Okay. Shout out to Christian, and they had
Okay,
Cashman on.
okay.
SGR was
Yeah,
there,
Cashman.
and they had Pete Simonetti was on as well yesterday. And I kind of agree with what Christian was saying, where I think that you're seeing a more mature Stroman. Listen, if one of your hometown teams said no to you in the peak of your free agency and said that you weren't a difference maker, I mean, it's a kind of a slap in the face, and you would think like, who are these uppity MFers, right? So it's like,
Yep.
I mean, was he still wrong? 100%. You could have gone about it a different way, but I mean, I felt like what I got was a different guy who wants to play in New York, and I can't tell you guys how much that is underrated when it comes to baseball, basketball, and everything. When guys want to play in New York, they know they're going to be scrutinized by the media. They know they're going to be, they're going to have that pressure from day one. So for a guy that wants to be in the city and wants to play for New York, I 100% will accept that 9 times out of 10. So I liked it.
Yes, he also said, Kevin, that he thinks he's going to be viewed a little bit different after his tenure. I mean,
Right.
he understands that at this point, some Yankee fans don't like him. Does that really bother him? I don't think so. I mean, the guy's
No.
making millions. I also wanted to ask you this question, Kevin. So you look
Dime.
at the pitching market right now with Marcus Stroman. He gets 2 years, 37 million.
Mhm.
Do you think that, I mean, listen, it's only Twitter, whatever, but do you think that what he said about Yankee fans maybe cost him a couple million? You think that could be a factor or not really?
Maybe what he said, maybe that struck it into the catch and be like, listen, man, there's gonna be a lot of bad blood. I mean, this is our price. You want to take it or leave it. Maybe it was a take it or leave it deal. And Stroh said 100%, I'll take it. I want to pitch in New York. And he lost. I mean, listen, look at the market. He should have got more than Giolito, let's be honest, right? Should have got more than Giolito. He's right in between Giolito and Frankie Montas. So I mean, to be honest, 100%, I think that had to do with what the Yankees offered him as a take it or leave it. So
No, 100%. And I'm also glad that Anthony Volpe, Judge, all the guys that apparently talked to him before,
mhm.
all that, came official. He's doing the Harrison Bader tour. He's going to the Garden for Knicks games.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, he's doing it all. He got
cop
rocking
the
a
hat
green
right
Yankee
away.
hat. Also, Kevin, I mean,
I don't know
listen, I
about the
know it.
green, but it's all right. He's into a
Nah,
little fashion,
nah, nah.
so
He's a fashion. Yeah, he's
he likes to
fashionable. That's
yeah.
the
So
style.
take a little
But
different approach. It's all right.
what I was gonna tell you is that he wasn't rocking a Yankees hat, Kevin. We saw Verdugo rocking a Yankee hat. Soto. I mean, does he not want to wear the Yankee hat on Zoom? Is he too cool for that? I don't know.
He did
Paying you, paying you
he
37 million, bro. Come
he
on.
didn't wear it on the Zoom, but he wore it to the Knicks game and he copped it right. Like he was on IG with it after, I believe. So I mean,
Yeah, he took a couple
uh,
pictures.
maybe he didn't
They're in
have
the
time to.
contract.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
why he didn't wear it for the Zoom. That's fine. I'm not looking at that much. I mean, he rocked it in the Garden and he rocked it on IG, which is letting you know like I'm here. But yeah, man, I'm okay, man. Listen, it all comes down to this chat. At this point, I kind of said that I was afraid that the Yankees were done, and it seems to be like it. Unless a miracle fall from the sky and Snell is they heavy load his contract because the Yankees I think are willing to spend maybe they said 10 to 15, which remember is really 7 or 8 because now they're over the third luxury tax, which is 110%. So that being said, I mean 7 million will cost you 15 million. So, I mean, I just don't see Snell pitching for the first year for 10 million, and then after that, I don't know. I don't see that happening. So I think it's just gonna be a bullpen move, Mario. But it all comes down to Rodon. We're gonna nail that in the head. I mean, we saw pictures of him. He looks like he's a little bit ready. He's slim. He's slimmed down.
He
That's a
does look
big.
ready.
He does look ready. A lot of guys, man, on Instagram. This is why I say before you critique somebody, follow their social media. It's available to almost everybody. See what they're
It's
working on.
free.
See, it's
It's free.
free. And see, a lot of these guys are working early, Mario. And we'll get to that a little later, but yeah.
Also, I wanted to mention this, Kevin, about kind of Stroman's role. I think, yes, they're showing the rotation, how it's looking. Rodon with a 6.85 ERA. Don't think that's the guy he's gonna be in 2024. We can
No,
hope he's not. He does look a little slimmer. Will that affect his velocity? I don't think so, but I think he's gonna be, much better. I'm hoping in 2024. Stroman's role is to be the 3 for the Yankees, right?
correct.
We'll get into Cashman's quotes, in a bit, but his role is to be the 3. If he's a solid 3, he's got an ERA, close to 4, maybe under 4. I mean, we're happy with that, Kevin. We're happy with
100%.
that, and that's what we need out of our three. So I guess for the contract that he got, I'm looking at it, a week after. I'm not too mad about it. I'm not too upset about it. If he pitches well,
No.
it's a good deal for the Yankees. But if we have to deal with him going on Twitter after games, after bad outings, coming at fans, then that's where we run into some trouble there.
So Mario, I mean, we like to go. I mean, at the end of the day, there's not that much news, but like we said here in NYYU, we don't take breaks. So we're here for you guys. But I'm seeing in the chat, and they're going back and forth with some people. Like some guys are going back and forth with somebody who's saying that Verdugo sucks. Let me just take 5 minutes and say this. The 2023 Yankees had two players with an OPS over 100. You know who those two players are, Mario? I'm pretty sure you do.
What was the question? Two players
with the OPS plus over 100.
I'm going to say Judge and Gleyber.
100%. Judge and Gleyber. Then you have DJ LeCahieu with 96, and then Anthony Rizzo with 94, where he had his horrific second half. Let's not even go further down the list from that. Last year, Verdugo had a OPS plus of 100, and he's a career OPS plus of 105. That would make him the third best hitter on the Yankees last year alone. The Verdugo sucks comments, get that shit out of the water. He does not suck. If you want to say he is average, that's fine. What did we trade him for? Sweeney? We have like 50 shortstops. No, Sweeney went to the Dodgers. Sorry. Who was it that I forgot who?
Oh, Richard Fitz, a couple of relievers.
Dick Fitz.
Greg,
there you go. How can I forget?
Weiser, I believe.
Mr. Mr. Dick Fitz. But yeah, listen, guys, Verdugo's gonna be great. I mean, I 100% believe in this kid. Again, another guy that likes to be in the bright lights. A guy that you hate to have against you, but you love to have on your team. I don't hear anybody from the Boston side talking shit about Verdugo except Papelbon, and I mean about his comments, and that's a different story about him going at Cora. But that being said, I think he's gonna be fine, Mary. I don't know about you.
This offense, Kevin, is just much better. I keep saying it on Twitter, and I'll say it on here as well. We're gonna hit this year. I'm really not worried about the offense. I'm not saying that guys are gonna be. Is Stanton gonna hit 300 with 62 homers and 150 RBIs? No, I'm not saying that. But Rizzo's going to be better. I truly believe that. Again, we don't really know. I'll wait till spring training to give, kind of an assessment on him because the brain stuff is kind of tricky. When he's a little bit older. Is LeMahieu going to be better? I don't know, but I think Volpe's going to be better. Is that kind of a hot take to say he's going to be a little better? I don't think so.
I mean, sophomore slumps, if he's worse than what he was last year, I hope it's not. I hope the case for him is that, listen, now I can relax. I'm in the 9 hole. We got Soto. We got Doogie. We got a bunch of guys there. I just have to focus on getting on base and maybe changing his approach, which I think the new hitting coach is perfect because he plays to people's strengths and he doesn't believe in a one swing, one approach for everybody. I think he takes everybody's strengths and weaknesses and he helps them out that way. So I think Volpe will have a better year. Will it be impactful? I don't know. But I want to shout out Luis Siemens gifting out memberships there for us. And I also we got the first super chat from Big Sexy Yankee. Let me just play this.
Mario!
Can we sign ex-student of Matt Blake Clevenger? What you think about that, man? I'll let you handle that.
I think if there's a starting pitcher we're going to go after, I guess in the free agent department, I would say just Blake Snell kind of just falling into our laps at this point. I think the Yankees are content. They don't want to really take a flyer on a guy like Clevenger. I just don't think they want to take another flyer. I think they believe in their depth they got. Warren's going to get starts. I believe Beater's going to be getting starts. Luke Weaver's going to be getting starts. But going back to the Volpe point, and Pete said it as well, Kev, if he has another year like he had last year, we're going to be talking about another shortstop. Let's be real. Maybe the Yankees might not be thinking about it. But if he's hitting 180, 190, and it's late May, early June, what are we going to be talking about, Kev?
And this is why maybe the Yankees are a bit hesitant on trading Peraza. Because who else is right there to pick up shortstop? If Volpe's not,
maybe they sign Gio. Gio, maybe.
Listen, Gio's out there, man. He's working.
Imagine
man.
they throw Gleyber. Imagine they throw Gleyber back at shortstop and ruin everything. Just make him like a under 700 OPS hitter. Make him something like that. I don't know.
I'll play this for you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No me hable de esa mierda, por favor. Por favor, Mario. How about Alex Wood, bro? Shout out to
No,
Alex Wood's ground ball
no.
percentage.
Yeah. No more. I don't want to talk no more about ground ball percentage. We'll get into what do you guys
Macho.
think of?
What's up,
Got
Macho?
it. I was gonna
No,
say,
good.
what do you guys think of Neris? We'll talk
Hector
about that in
Neris.
a
Let's
bit.
talk a little about Neris, Mr. Loudmouth Neris. What you think about?
You
Let
want
you
to do
start.
that? You want to do that right now? We could do that right
Yeah,
now.
let's talk about Hector Neris.
My biggest thing with the Yankees is I know that, haters off the board now. We'll talk about that a little bit too. I don't want them to overpay for a reliever. I do not want them to overpay for a reliever right now. I get it that, there's relievers going off the board.
Ay, Dios
A
mío.
lot of people aren't crazy about Clay Holmes. If you can get him, on a nice deal, think about it. The Yankees are going to be over if they give him, let's say, 11 million, correct?
Mhm.
So it'll basically be him paying Hal Steinbrenner paying 22 million. Do the Yankees want to do that? I think the
No.
guy is solid. I think if the Yankees were to get him, he would definitely close games because we know how the Yankees do the closer by committee.
Hector Neris. So listen, at the price, Mario, no. I heard he wanted north of 50 or 50. Hell no. That means the Yankees will be paying with the luxury tax 30 million for him the first year. They're not doing that shit. You can scratch that. If it somehow becomes 3 for 35, maybe get him at a 12.5 or something like that.
Shout out to a confused Yankee fan with the super chat. He goes, "Let's sign Javier Vasquez." Ay Dios mío.
You are fake news. You are fake news.
Por favor. Javier Vasquez. I just got PTSD, bro.
What up, TC? Que lo que?
But yeah, Stelio, okay. Yeah, Mario. At that price, no. Neris is definitely. I mean, listen, I get it. Get your money. If somebody's gonna pay you, go ahead. Vete, salud pa ti. Consigue tu cuarto, tu chalito. Get your money, and be out. But I don't think the Yankees will get him at that price. If it drops down, remember the Yankees are willing to spend 7 or 8. I don't see them bickering about an extra 2 million, maybe at 10, 10.5, something like that. And then next year paying them 12 or 13. I see that. But
Baerga said early yesterday, that Yankees were closing in on a deal with him. Take that with a grain of salt. Also, Carlos Baerga, he was right about. Maybe Yamamoto, he was right about. I'm not sure, but he's kind of hit or miss.
Baerga's all over the place. He got Puerto Rican sources. That mofongo sometimes is not as crunchy as you want it. So I don't think so. We got a super chat from Rich Squires. Still think they should sign Bauer for $8 million and incentives. Guys, I mean, we've talked this time and time again. I mean, should Bowers get a second chance? We live in America. A lot of people do. So why not? But also, he still has pending cases and civil suits.
A lot of luggage.
I don't think, and a lot of baggage. I don't think that Yankees are going to deal with that, or any team. Man. I mean, maybe a team gets him. That Oakland A's maybe will give him something cheap or something like that. But remember, when you have something pending, then you get a guy, and then 3 months in, then he has to. Maybe there's a situation, and then you're done, and then it becomes a whole nother. I don't know. He's in a tough spot.
Man, if he was cheap, Kevin, like I'm saying, like 5 million. Honestly, at this point, just the way we are with the starting pitching department, and we'll talk about what Cashman said. I would do it, man. If it's like super, super cheap, just the way we're looking right now,
I could see.
I still have my question marks about Rodon. Let's be real, and Nestor.
You always have question marks about them.
I haven't seen him pitch, bro. It's been what, a couple months
all right.
now?
Listen. It's all right. I'll bring it up to you when we're down shoving. I remember.
Do it, please. Drop a voicemail. We'll get into them right after this, but dale.
No, yeah, man. No, we were talking about Neris and the bullpen. I don't think there's anybody right now. There's not anybody rumored. So, I mean,
Stevenson just got
got off the board as well.
Got some money from the Angels, so good for him. But
dude, Peraza's training in the Marlins facility. What's up with that?
No say, bro.
That's fresh off the presser.
It's not. Nah, it's not a. I think it's like a club team Marlins. It's not like the actual Miami Marlins.
Sure?
Could you imagine he like broke a trade himself? He's like, yeah, the Yankees are working on my trade, so just want to let you guys know. And everybody's on Twitter is like, what? What's going on? What do you mean? We wouldn't sleep.
Kenya Middleton. Yes. I'm sorry, Pete.
Yeah,
thank you for reminding us.
I was gonna say that, Kevin.
We
finish with the bullpen before we
Middleton
start hopping.
and Peralta.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, you look at that savant for Keenan Middleton, bro. Pete and I were surprised that he hasn't been signed yet.
Yes.
Look at that savant. Ground ball percentage. I know you're
a big fan of that. Look at that. But maybe should it be the price? Maybe could it be that maybe he's also waiting to see? I mean, listen. Let's call a spade a spade. This fucking offseason has been horrendous. It's un suero de miel de abeja. If you're Dominican or Spanish, you know what that is. Translated, because I can't make that translation for the chat, but it's just been super slow. It's like two turtles racing at this point when it comes to the free agents market. I mean, you still got Monty out there, you still got Snell, you still got Chapman, you still got Belly. It's insane, Mario. You still got Alex Wood out there, man.
There's a lot. Yeah, con Alex Wood. Yeah, deja eso. Leave it alone. Leave that guy alone, Alex Wood, bro. I don't know
But
why
yeah.
you're like Cashman going to the clearance rack, bro. Going to the
I like
clearance
the
rack.
clearance
Look at
rack.
the person.
It's,
Yeah, deja eso.
it's where we get the best of the best.
Deja eso,
Diamonds
but
in the rough. I like what we
Kev,
have.
Kev, I was gonna ask you this. Neris, Wandy, Middleton, those are the most likely guys that, the Yankees probably would sign this offseason with what we have left. You think there's a possibility we can get two of those guys, or you just think it's probably one and we're done?
I think it's one and done. Chat, let's do this. I don't think Neris at that price, and I think somebody will pay him a decent amount. And I think he'll get his money. So I don't think Neris will fall to the Yankees, but I do think Wandy and Middleton are a possibility. If you want Middleton, chat, press 1. If you want Wandy, press 2. Mario, I'll let you choose as well. They're both great. Middleton was great for the short period, but Theo Wandy's Theo Wandy. So I'm voting number 2. I would take Theo Wandy back if the price is the same for everybody. So
yeah, in my opinion, I would take Middleton. I want as many ready as I can as possible.
That deep, or you want Nick Ramirez? That's why.
No.
my guy likes Nick Ramirez.
Nick Ramirez ain't gonna be getting big outs, bro. Victor Gonzalez is gonna be striking out Rodon this year. That's gonna be the guy we use to get lefties out. But now that Kevin, I was gonna ask the chat this: would you do Hector Neris 2 years, $22 million?
Yes, I'll do that.
You would do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Because the 3 whatever John
and then you
Heyman
can pay him.
Saying,
you can pay him the 8 or 9
$50 million was crazy.
No, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, you can pay him the 8 or 9 that the Yankees were willing to spend this year, and then just pay him 13, 14 next year, or whatever the case, or just split it. I mean, this case doesn't matter. But yeah, I would do that for sure, a 2-year deal. But I'm not, like, again, te dije, man, if he wants north of 50, that's putting him at 16, 17. That's Montas money, starting pitching money at this point. Fucking Severino got 13.
This market is very interesting right now, Kevin.
Yes.
Dude, it's January 20th, and
we're what, 34 days from pitchers and catchers?
No, less
35.
Less than that.
When is it? The 15th?
The 15th. The 15th to the 14th, I believe. Some teams report
the
15th.
11 más 15 son 36 días, loco. 36.
Kevin, you can't even do math, bro. Come on. we're not math guys. Well, Kevin's not a math guy. I'm a math guy. But I saw a question in the chat that I wanted to answer. It's from Sports Guru. He says, what the Yankees have added, Kev, do you think that they can win the division? Do you think they're much better?
100%. The offense is way better. I don't think Rodon is gonna have a repeat
25
of what he did
days.
years.
25 days. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was in the 20s. I was just joking.
No, he wasn't.
But no, listen, you're fucking up my train of thought, Mario.
My fault.
Pero oye, what have the other teams done? When we look at, if you want to grade every team in the AL East, who's had the better offseason?
Oh, the New York Yankees, 100%.
So what does that tell you? We played the Baltimore Orioles. Remember, we split with no Judge? No Judge.
We did.
So I'm not afraid of the Orioles.
That's also a series in July, Kevin. I mean, you can take that into account. Bro, it's a series in July. The Yankees were a 4th place team. The Orioles won it. So it's like,
yeah, with no Judge, we split. I gotta go check our division, but I mean, I think Toronto did pretty good against us. That's it. But I'm not worried about them either. What have they done?
Hey, Becker, I hear you that the Rays got worse, but that team just finds a way. Their shortstop is coming up, Caminero. I'm not sure exactly what his name is, but something along those lines. He's gonna be a stud. He's their stud shortstop. So, I mean, I know they lost Wander. He's probably never gonna play baseball again, but they still got guys. They're going to find a way. Traded Glass now. They're going to find some starter that's going to probably be an all-star. Come on, man. You know how it is, but the Yankees definitely got better. The offense is better. And
that's it. The offense is way better. The bullpen has not lost just because we lost Wandy. We're getting Efros back. People forget about Luis Hill. We got Yeri de los Santos. That's another guy
I think a lot of
nobody's
people
been
are gonna
talking
like
about
him.
bro.
Sinker baller.
Yes,
Sinker
another
baller.
sinker guy, high 90s. But what are we, guys? Our bullpen will be fine. We have Matt Blake. You still have Ian Hamilton. You still got guys in there. Maybe Marinaccio makes a comeback this year.
I'm not
But
holding
we don't
my
know.
breath.
But
I'm not holding my breath.
A broken clock is right twice a month or whatever, a day, right?
A day.
So I'm just gonna keep rolling with people ask me what am I smoking. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's good stuff, as you can see.
Yeah, they have
It's very good stuff. But yeah, man. So one of these dominoes have to fall. So either Rodon has to be good. Giancarlo's gonna hit 40 home runs. DJ LeMahieu might hit 300. Something has to be good this year. We can't have Mario. Let's be honest.
Because everything went wrong last year. I agree.
Something has to come out of the blue and be positive. So I mean, it's just the way it works.
I mean, I think Rodon's gonna be better. Is DJ gonna sniff 300? Absolutely not. I don't really think that's a hot take. You know how I feel about DJ. I think
the new 300 is 280. Okay.
Oh my God! Now we're just moving the bar down. It just keeps going down.
The Mendoza line is back down to 180 now. It's not.
That's the Joey Gallo line. No, I don't want to throw. I don't want to throw any more shots at Gallo. Let's talk about the Cashman quotes. We hit on enough of the bullpen already. We know that we definitely need bullpen help. Just one or two more guys would be nice. Brian Cashman. This is the quote that it wasn't live, unfortunately. It wasn't on Yes. Quotes came out a little bit after. This was the one quote, Kevin, that kind of stuck with me. And I do not think we're done. He goes, I think we have a good rotation if everything goes right, which we know is something you don't want to count on. The way I see it is he's saying, I know Nestor, and I know Rodon's most likely going to be on the IL. Stroman's probably not going to throw 300 innings. I think there's a chance they could possibly get a guy like Shane Bieber for cheap, or I'm praying on it. I don't think Dylan Cease is coming. He's not going to get traded here, but I think Blake Snell. I still think Blake Snell. I know about, the luxury tax, all that. I get it. But I still think there's a possibility he can be coming here.
I mean, there's
How's Rich? How's Rich, bro?
Wasn't Heyman as well tweeted this Snell hasn't, or was it somebody? Who was it that tweeted that Snell's not out of the realm of possibility for the Yankees?
Might have been.
Again,
it might have been. Okay.
Again, if Snell's making $20 million, the Yankees will have to spend $40 million, which will make the payroll at $345. If the Yankees were to do that, it would surprise the shit out of me, and I would play Cashman's birthday numbers for the mega million if that would happen.
DJ Stelio, que lo que? Burns at the deadline, Kevin. Burns at the deadline.
I can see that. So I mean that we're not there yet. I mean,
Buster. Okay. Medina says that Buster only said that.
Yes, Belo. Thank you, Medina. Siempre on point.
Suave con Buster.
Medina's
only.
not. Yeah.
Come on. Suave, please, chill with the Buster only.
His name is Buster for a reason.
Oh.
Pero no, Mario. Honestly, I don't see the Yankees doing that unless it's like a ridiculous the way it's constructed. Maybe there's some a big nice signing bonus or some shit like that. I don't know. I mean, could it happen? I mean, you never know. That's up to Hal, bro. Deferrals, the Yankees don't do that. I mean, if that's gonna be the game moving forward, Mario, the Yankees will have to get into deferred money of play. Boston's doing it. LA is doing it. I mean, if you're gonna want to be competitive, shit, might have to defer. If some guys want to defer money, why not?
Man, not even be competitive, but be smart as well, bro. If you can do that with the guy, I mean, what does it hurt to ask him if you want to defer some money to another year?
Correct.
Some of these guys already got, their payday, and they don't really need that money right now. Of course, they're still gonna get the money, in the long run. But I mean, that would be that would definitely help us out. We're not gonna be like the Dodgers, but that would help us out. Also wanted to mention this. Cashman said that the fans deserve better. We obviously know that. Basically, we knew he was going to say something like this, saying that Giancarlo is one of the most feared hitters in baseball. Giancarlo is one of the most feared.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
You don't even think that, Kevin? I thought you were a Giancarlo supporter.
No. He's not right now. Can he be that? Remains to be seen. I'm hoping he gives us one of those years. You guys, when aging stars start aging, they have that 1 or 2 years where they just spike, their performance spikes, right? I'm hoping Giancarlo gives us that. Let's be honest. If Giancarlo ends up being 2022 Giancarlo, this team is completely different, Mario. I mean, you're talking about a guy who had 35
Bro,
bombs.
you're acting like I
batting
don't want it,
cleanup.
bro. I want it. But guys, Kevin, these are the facts. Last year, he was getting 93 and 94 blown by him. I get it. He's slimmer. I completely understand that. And maybe he proves me wrong, shuts me up, and posts a video or shouts me out in the post game. He's like, NYYU, you guys said I need new legs. I told you guys I was going to rake. Bro, I hope that
I don't
happens.
think nobody be mad.
Nobody will be mad here. Bro, I want my team to
If
be good.
Giancarlo will call out Pete Semenity and say, Pete, how about them legs now with 40 bombs? I don't think Pete would give a poop. Like he says. Nobody would give a fucking poop. He needs new legs.
He does. He absolutely needs new legs. More flexible. I want to see it, bro. I want to see it in person.
Pause.
And then
Mario.
I had to catch
I
you once.
can't.
But
can't with this dude.
listen. We don't know. What I said is this: if Giancarlo still his exit velo is still good, his issue is catching up. Sometimes he seems like he's off, and sometimes he seems like he's on. So, if instead of hitting a ball 118 miles per hour at a max exit velo, he hits it at 114 and averages from 95 to 93, but he's hitting 220, nobody's gonna give a fuck because he's better, right?
220 would make us a World Series team.
Oh my god,
My boy was hitting the $180 last year.
a $180, bro, running from first on a wheelchair.
Adios, mio. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about your boy though a little more. We mentioned it before earlier. Cashman said that Rodon voluntarily reported to Tampa earlier, and he looks really good. Boone kind of said the same thing, that he's optimistic that, he's going to return to form. He'll be all right. It was just one bad season.
What do you think? Go ahead, keep going.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be a 6 ERA guy. Do I think he's going to be in the top 5 for the Cy Young? I don't. I think he's going to be decent, maybe high 3 ERA. Maybe low 4. I mean, low 4. That would still be an improvement from last year. But
what worries you about him?
That third pitch. The guy needs a third pitch, bro. Throw that changeup more. Throw that cutter more. Whatever it is, find that third pitch, bro.
Listen,
it can't
for him
just be
to be
fastball slider Yankee Stadium. Severino knows that firsthand.
For him to be 100% effective, we said this, his velo has to be there. If his velo's there, I think he can still get away, Mary, with a decent season. Does he have to throw more off speed? 100%. But what worries me about Rodon, yes, is that, and also with Nestor is the pitching clock. I don't think he's made that adjustment. I don't think Nestor has made the adjustment to the new rules, which again, him with the funky wind up here and there and throwing and Wandy did that too. So Wandy took a toll, but Wandy didn't take that toll that took Nestor. So I say that to say this: one of those two have to be good.
Look at that picture of Rodon.
There's a picture of Rodon.
He does look slimmer. I gotta see it to believe it though. Him and Stanton. With him, it's a little bit different though.
Rodon's been on the Peloton.
It's his second year as a Yankee. You know what I'm saying? Didn't get a full spring training. But Kevin, I can't do that. We hear news and we're down there at Tampa. Rodon has a setback. He's gonna miss this start, but don't worry, he's gonna be ready for opening day.
I don't want to hear that either. I need that guy to take the mound in Houston on game 2 and do what he did last year and maybe go an extra 2 innings. Go 7.
Because then it's just more excuses. And I'm really tired of the excuses. This year, the team is pretty stacked. I know we all want, that one ace that would put us over the top, that would make us comfortable.
And listen, let's be honest, Mario. We don't need him and Rodon to have 2 ERAs, right? We don't. If they're in the 3s, one of them's in the 3s and the other one's in the low 4s. Come on, bro. What are we like? I think if Schmidt gives us what he gave you last year, but he doesn't have that horrendous start, Schmidt might be a 3.9 guy. You know what I'm saying? So let's be optimistic a little, guys. Come on, man. What's going on?
Whoa! Breaking news. I don't know if it's breaking, but our boss just put into the chat. Per Mark Feinsand, the Yankees are the only team that has made an offer to Blake Snell. Yo, if he falls into our laps, Kevin, I think the fan base will feel like walking outside. Put the 28 on already. Put it on.
If Snell falls to the Yankees with Stroman and Rodon, ay Dios mío.
Ay mi madre.
Qué maldita alineación. Look at Mario laughing already. Listen, guys, if Snell can it happen? We don't know. It would only be 1 year where Hal would have to pony up the money, and Hal did say we are going to be very active. And to Hal again,
Don't fuck with me, Al. Don't make a fuck out of me.
so you said this. Keep your word. If that is true, the Yankees have some ground on negotiation with Snell, because that means
not 6 or 7 years though, please.
I think
Please,
6
not
is fine, Mario. He's 31, right? 6 is fine.
I would do like 5. But if it's between getting him and not getting him, give him the fucking 6 years at this point.
Thank you. Gracias.
'Cause,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 100%. We got a super chat from Aaron Rodgers.
Year per sources, Bronx and nothing do rag.
Just one more year. One more
Aaron
arm.
Rodgers.
Sorry. Oh yeah. We didn't even talk about that. The Yankees gonna have a do-rag giveaway, and
Bro,
okay.
Stroman cut his hair, so he's not. I don't think he's gonna be
he
wearing.
cut his hair already.
Yeah, I think so. You saw it kind of under the hat. There was nothing. Said he got a haircut too. So I mean, good for him, bro. He could rock the do rag if you're winning us games, bro. I really don't care.
Macho King says 6 for 185. Listen, at this point, if it was 150, if the Yankees need to stretch it to 180, why not?
Chat, listen, give me the absolute most N years exactly to the T. What would you give Blake Snell? What's the most you would offer the guy right now?
Dane
I kind of want to see.
Dane said 4. If that's what you Dane, that's not gonna get it done, unfortunately. 4 years is not gonna get him done.
That's like a pipe dream, though. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's a pipe dream.
Pete,
150 tops.
Okay, Pete's saying 5 years. Pete, read it. You want to give him that 6 year? If that's what's holding up the negotiation, you wouldn't give him that 6 year? Let's be honest, Pete. You're keeping all your prospects. You're keeping fucking Hampton. You're keeping Spencer Jones. You're keeping Peraza. You're keeping all them motherfuckers because you got Snell now. I slap him with the 6 year.
I'm kind of with Pete, 5 years tops. But if it's like gun to your head, you have to do the 6th year. If you go 6 for 180, bro, again, I don't feel bad for the Yankees,
no,
bro.
Me neither.
They print money, Kevin. Why would I feel bad for Hal Steinbrenner?
Bro, you're talking about Cole, Snell, Rodon, Stroman. Stroman becomes your number 4.
Michelino with the super chat. Shout out to you, my guy. Yankees get Snell. Mario shaves eyebrows. No, I'm not making that mistake again.
I'm not shaving my beard.
And Kev shaving his beard. That would be amazing. Listen, if we get 28, I mean,
no, I don't gotta make promises for 28. I got a bottle of Johnny Walker Yankee with the Yankees emblem that I've been holding for like 20 years. My dad gave it to me when I was 21. Well, that would make 15 years. I'm not that old.
Bro, Kevin, the math, please, bro. Get your math skills in, please, bro.
But yes, this is why I want to give him the 6th year. Fuck the math. Let's not even go for it. Let's go for 28. That's what we're here to win, right? So what are we worrying about? Why are we worrying about a 6th year, an extra $30 million? Why are we worrying about that shit?
We'll worry about it in 6 years, bro. I'm just trying to win this year. The facts are the facts. The guy's got 2 Cy Youngs, Kevin. And listen, Yamamoto got all this money. And, I mean, Blake Snell, bro, if you look at it like that, 6 years, 180.
Yo, somebody,
that's it, bro.
Alvarez, 150 for 4 years?
That's more.
Is he a quarterback?
I would be crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know. No, I not like that. I mean, why not just break it up? Guys, let's be honest. With everything that's going on right now, a guy pitching until he's 36, 37 is not unlikely. So, and let's be honest. 20. What? Let's do. Mary, you do the math. What's 4 divided by 6 divided by 185?
185. That's a little bit less than 31 million a year.
So with inflation, are we really going to be worrying about 5 years from now what 30 million is? The 20 million now is going to be 30 in 5-6 years. So let's not worry about that, guys. Let's worry about right now. Let's worry about Judge, Cole, everybody in their prime getting number 28. That's what we need. The Yankees in the World Series. 4 for 180 with an option of 5th.
Rich again with the super chat.
Shout out to Rich for the super chat. But Rich, you asked me earlier what I was smoking. 4 for 180? Rich. I mean, your name says Rich, so I get it. Listen, but I don't think Hal is that happy. I'll just say that.
Good question from Hal here, Mario. Question for you. Do you give Snell the 6th year, but it cost you Gleyber? That's a tough question.
Why would it cost Gleyber?
Maybe the Yankees want to stay under.
Do the Yankees move in and want to stay under?
You'd have to shed a couple guys, though.
No, but Gleyber's making 15.
Yeah, you'd have to trade a couple of guys.
He would
Maybe you
be
trade
making
Canley, Gleyber.
Caney
Yeah.
and Gleyber. That's 2021. So yeah, would it cost you
I
that?
mean, we need offense, bro. How? Don't be cheap, bro. Don't be cheap. I mean, me saying he's cheap, but you bring Hal Steinbrenner to another fan base, and that payroll is like that. People look at him as a god. Orioles fans probably see him as like God. He spends all this money.
Hayden, welcome to the U. Hayden, que lo Kentucky Fried Chicken with you. Hayden, welcome. JC, thank you very much for the super chat.
Appreciate
Ya
you,
tú
my guy.
sabes, but yeah, now they put Gleyber in there and you're thinking about it, right? But listen, I think the Yankees at that point would just go. I mean, I think the Yankees maybe, depending on how the offense is looking, and in the deadline trade Gleyber, or they move maybe Verdugo, who's making 10 million, 9.5, I think it is. So I think they'll move somebody, but I don't think they'll move him right away. I think maybe the deadline. Because
what are you doing?
the Martian.
What are you doing? What if Verdugo is leading off for us most of the year? DJ LeMahieu's not having a great year. It's late June, right? Jason Dominguez is almost ready, right? He's killing it in AAA. What do you do, Kevin? And Stan's not having a good year. I saw Dane with somebody who said it was a hot take. It definitely could be a hot take that if Giancarlo has a bad year after this year, maybe the Yankees just cut ties and they just say, just DFA him. But what are you gonna do,
I'll cross
Kevin?
that bridge when we get there. With Giancarlo, I agree with Pete. Pete has mentioned it before. I think this is the year where the Yankees have to decide what they're going to do with Giancarlo. If Giancarlo again repeats a similar season to last year with a 190 batting average, 180 or 190, the Yankees seriously have to check what's going on there. I mean, you can't keep putting a guy out there just like that. I mean, I think where the Yankees are right now, everybody's worrying, but who's going to play where? Guys get hurt. DJ with his toe, you never know. Giancarlo as well. Let's not act like guys are not going to be rested. The Yankees just do that. We're going to be yelling and getting pissed off at Boone sitting guys the second fucking week of April. We're going to be talking about that. So that's just the way the Yankees do stuff nowadays. So there's enough at-bats for everybody, I believe, but I don't think you can continue to put this guy out, especially if Jason Dominguez is fucking ready by the end of May, early June. There is no reason that Giancarlo Stanton should be taking ABs away from that kid. What do you think, Mary?
Nah, there's no way. I mean, if he's ready, the Yankees are going to take their time. I don't even think early June, Kevin. He'll probably come back. I think he'll start playing. They'll give him a few games, maybe a few weeks even in AAA if everything's going well for the Yankees. But listen, we know how it is with the Yankees. You're thinking most of the things are going to be going right this year because everything went wrong last year. Kevin, let's be real. Giancarlo's probably going to the IL. I hope not. I hope 100%. He has a great year, so it's like a good problem to have. But I mean, listen, I see Richard saying, bro, I mean, if Stan gives us, 230 with 35 to 30 homers or 25 to 30 homers, we have to take it. 100% we have to take that. But I mean, listen,
anywhere north of 30 is great.
Yeah, I mean, if the guy plays 150 games, he's going to hit 30. He's going to hit 30, bro. But is he hitting 180, 170? The OPS is under 700? We really can't have that, especially if he's hitting fourth.
Guys,
let's go right into the lineup right now. What were you gonna say, Kev?
Well, I was gonna say Dane just said Dominguez is already taking dry swings. So I mean, there's been rumors that Dominguez is catching fly balls in the outfield, that he's already swinging. There it is, dry swings as Dane puts it. So I mean, Dominguez could be ready in May. And yes, I want him to take their time with Dominguez. Correct.
He's still young. He's still young.
Yes, but if he's 100% in June, there's no reason Giancarlo Stanton should be taking the ABs away from Jason, Martian, Aguacate Power Dominguez. There's just no way.
And I think the chat understands that too. We'll cross that bridge when we get there again,
correct.
Kevin, but it's a fair conversation to have.
Damn, this is what you said, Mario.
Shut up, bitch.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Tampoco así, but
I'll take it.
Let's get into the lineup. We saw Booney saying that, Judge is probably going to be hitting third. Soto's going to be hitting second. DJ LeMahieu probably going to be leading off.
This is good.
A little bit of Verdugo and a little bit of Gleyber Torres.
I'm interested in what chat has to say before, so we can stay on that topic. I'm just going to get shout out to Jonathan Alvarez for the super chat. Snell's injury history concerns me. I like 4 years, 150. El Diablo. That's 37.5 per with an opt out after after second, or offer incentives for the 5th and 6th season.
I like that. I like that. And I know that would that would mean he's getting paid more than Cole, but Garrett Cole doesn't care.
But
And the
Mario,
Yankees shouldn't either.
What that means is that this year, Snell's going to cost the Yankees $70 million.
Yeah, that's wild.
And the math is good on that.
But would they
now we talking
100% make us a World Series team, championship team?
Yes. But I mean, again, I think Snell wants the years. It's not the AAV. I think, remember, he wanted 8 for 240, for God's sake. So, I mean, so I think there's a price, the AAV and the years. I think a 6 at 185 is not bad, man. It's not. He's making 30, and you can negotiate making 20 this year, and then after that, giving him more, right? Or giving him a signing bonus, making 20 this year, and you move somebody. Either you move, like you said, Gleyber. Maybe you move Canely and one more guy, right? And move 10 million, so the Yankees are right there with the 10 that they wanted to spend. But that AAV is insane. But yeah, Mario, to get back to the lineup, guys, let's move on to the lineup now.
One second. Let me shout out to my guy, Joey Bag of Donuts.
Over
here.
There you go.
Dale.
But yeah, to the lineup, chat. If you guys want, this is the big issue that Boone went out foul territory and said that Soto may be hitting second. A lot of us, me included, thought that would be from Rip. So, chat, if you want Soto batting second, hit ones. If you want Judge batting second, hit twos.
Also, chat, I wanted to bring this up. Shout out to our guy, Johnny Lasagna, hosting this. Soto batting second.
Ahí viene.
Go ahead. I'm just going to say how it is. Good. Soto batting second. The OPS is 729. Batting third, his OPS is 982. And I know he didn't have Judge behind him, so the OPS is definitely going to be a little bit different. But, Kevin, that worries me a little bit. I know some Padres fans were saying that Yankee fans are insane for having, thinking that Soto would want to change when he's with the Yankees. Listen, I'm just trying to win games.
So your numbers,
I think he's gonna be comfortable wherever he is. But I don't think it's gonna be a serious problem. But if it's a problem, I just hit the guy third. But I don't know. I'm not Aaron Boone.
So your numbers, I say this:
60% of the time, it works every time.
Those numbers don't have Judge batting behind Juan Soto.
Soto prefers hitting third. So let's not piss him off.
Hold on. Judge hitting ahead of Soto is basically Manny and David Ortiz, right? So I understand he doesn't like batting second. If that is true, I put him where he's comfortable. That is me. That is my opinion. But he did say in his presser, in his Zoom, now partnered with the New York Yankees Zoom, he did say in the Zoom call that he does not care where he hits. So that tells me this is a guy that wants to win and understand I got fucking Judge behind me.
Yeah.
You better come over the plate. And if you do, I'm going to eat and big boy behind me is going to eat. So that being said, I think with him on batting ahead of Judge, remember his OBP over 40%. You're going to see Judge for the first time maybe with 150 ribbies, my guy. Because Jason is coming around the corner, and his on-base percentage is 360 north as well,
yeah,
370.
I don't want LeGrand out. I don't want LeGrand out.
No, I don't want
that, bro.
We'll get to that there. But
I don't want that at all.
To your point, Mario, he hasn't had Judge hitting behind him. Manny Machado, as much as me and you are Manny Machado guys, Aaron Judge and Manny Machado are not the same caliber hitter. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Giovanni in the chat, bro. And he's spitting facts. We really got to stop with the emotional shit. Like, bro, let's just, play. These guys are both getting paid some serious money, and I'm sure they don't care. First off, let's not.
Correct.
Let DJ leading off, please. Kevin knows how I feel about him. The chat knows how I feel about him. If you guys have watched
let's get into that. I don't want DJ anywhere near the leadoff spot.
I don't even like Gleyber leading off, and I love Gleyber. No, I don't like him leading off either.
It should be Verdugo. If you want to
slapping doubles around.
If he has to lead off, and you want to drill, I mean, because it is what it is, against lefties. I get it. But Trent Grisham had similar, if I believe, better numbers against lefties with 80 games against lefties to DJ's 50 last year. Trent Grisham had better splits. So what tells me Trent Grisham is gonna have to play? He's a platoon guy. He's gonna have to play some games. Why don't try him at leadoff? Why not? If that continues, if the on-base percentage and the batting average is similar, if not better, to what DJ is producing, and he is faster, why not have the guy with the speed threat leading off with Judge and Soto coming back behind them? It's just common sense.
Listen, I see Adrian here saying Verdugo or Volpe. I'm hoping that Volpe, kind of has a good year, and then, he becomes a leadoff hitter later in the year, but not opening day. I see Carlos also saying that Arise should be leading off. Sorry, I mean, listen, bro, I want Arise. He would make our team a lot better. That means Gleyber would probably be traded, but he'd make our team a lot better. Maybe he could play third base. Put a bunch of prospects with LeMahieu and ship him out, but we know it's not going to happen. The Yankees are probably done.
Guys, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Remember, I think Yankees are in a good spot with either Peraza filling in for him next year, or if that's the case, Jared Serna is maybe a year more. Dane, let me know what's the ETA on Jared Serna. I know you're in the chat. Jared Serna is great, bro, and he's right around the corner. So adding Arise with the next 2 years of control is not far from the realm of possibilities. Like, listen, Serna will be ready in 2026. If we could get Arise now, why not? We got a second base cover for the next 2 years.
And we also got a super chat from DJ Steels. Look, I mean, this is Li Yankee King, and DJ Steels is YouTube. He goes, AJ Puck as leadoff hitter. Hashtag calling it. Yo, DJ Steels, come on, bro.
AJ Puck or AJ Puke? I don't know.
No, say look, I don't know how to pronounce it. You know how to pronounce it?
No, I don't know. I think
Julio Tehran.
No, I think he forgot an E. I think he forgot an E. Calm down. I think he meant AJ Puke.
No.
Unless Stelio's a hockey fan. I don't know. But yeah, Mario, I think we're all in agreement that DJ should not be sniffing leadoff hitting. I mean, I see the chat. Everybody saying the same thing.
Jimmy goes, give me the best lineup we're going with. Give me the open day lineup. All right. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I'm trying to do it right now. It's going to be Soto too. I would do Verdugo leading off, Soto, Judge, Rizzo, Torres, Stanton, LeMahieu, one of the catchers, and then Volpe. And that's off the top of my head right now. Jonathan Alvarez with another super chat. We appreciate you, bro. Here's my lineup by May. We all know Stan will be on the IL. Very fair assessment. Verdugo left field, Soto DH, Judge right field, Rizzo first base, Gleyber second base, Wells catching. Love that take. I think Wells is going to be big this year. DJ third base, Grisham center field, Volpe shortstop.
Yeah, and you can play with Soto and Judge playing right field, both of them, DHing and playing right field. That's perfect. I mean, we heard Boone say that Judge may play some left field this year. How do you feel about that, Mario?
Ay, mi madre.
He's just throwing it out there at this point, Kev. I mean, do I think we see a Judge left field day at Yankee Stadium? Man, maybe like 2 or 3, Kev, like late in a game or something. If the Yankees kind of just got to move stuff around, I'm sure Judge wouldn't mind it. But to be honest with you, Kev, I don't think we're talking enough about, what happened with the toe last year, and now Judge can be playing a lot of center field, especially early. And Gleyber's video, we'll talk about that. Judge is like, the toe's good, or Gleyber said the toe looks good. So I'm guessing it looks good, Kevin, but at the same time, that's a lot of days in center field, hoping that Stan could play some outfield, so that way we can give Judge some DH days, because he definitely needs some DH days.
100%. And guys, we have 230 plus in here. Smack that likey. Let's get to 200 before the end.
I forget to say
that. Smacky the likey.
Smacky the likey.
The subby.
Yeah, y'all sabe.
But yeah, Mario, I agree with you. We don't know when it comes to DJ. I think Judge is fine, and we can get into that before we get into Gleyber Torres' video. Wells or Trevino? Trevino's coming back. No more Higgy. Gracias. Adios. No hay más Higgy. Okay.
You gotta trade one of the catches.
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No more Higgy. No más Higgy. Adios. Now we got Trevino, a healthy Trevino, and Wells. Mario, what do you feel about the catching position? I think this will be a platoon situation. We saw some guys already, Rodon, some guys catching with Wells. I think this will be a platoon situation, but let me get your thoughts.
Listen, the way I'm looking at it is you got to think Trevino also got hurt last year. Only 157 at-bats. Got hurt. We knew. I think it was the muñeca, the wrist. Something happened with the wrist or the thumb in spring training that the Yankees knew about, apparently. Like, they knew a lot about a lot of things, and they still let him play out there. Only had 157 at-bats. OPS was south of 600, which is not great. We knew he was, that all-star year. He had a good first couple months and then kind of just faded out. Was one of our worst hitters in 2022. But Wells, and this is my pick, Kevin, to, kind of have a really good year and going to surprise a lot of Yankee fans. I know that, it's hard to get catchers nowadays because a lot of them are young and locked up, and they'd probably cost a lot. We know with Adley Rutschman now in the division. We're going to have to see him probably for the next 10 to 15 years, tormenting us. Wells had 70 at-bats. I know the average wasn't the best. It was 229, 4 homers, 13 RBIs. But he was struggling, Kevin. I think it took him like a week or so to get his first hit. He did pretty good. Well, he came up, I believe it was against Houston. Had hit against Houston, but didn't do much at the stadium. I felt like he was pressing a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. The way I see it right now, if you got to tell me 162 games, who's catching more, I would give the advantage to Wells, but I think it's going to be more Trevino towards the beginning of the year. I think Trevino's still going to, catch Cole. Probably going to have another guy he's going to catch. Probably like, it'll be kind of like 55, 45. But I think when we're talking about June, July, when we're getting towards, hopefully we're talking about being in a divisional race, I think it's going to be Wells down the stretch.
Yeah, and having Trevino there is tremendous. I need Wells to get those nuggets from Trevino, who's obviously a platinum glove at catching there. So, and his framing job and everything. What worries me about Wells is his arm. Is he
threw out a guy in Houston, I believe. That was pretty good. He didn't look that bad behind the plate.
If he could be average, that's okay. But 100%. I mean, listen, I think it's gonna be Wells. Wells looked way better down the stretch at the end of the year. I think he felt much more comfortable. I think Wells is gonna be fine. I mean, everybody's been raving about his bat #1 over Wells, so I don't think that's going anywhere, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to Danny Cruz's comment.
Oh my God, I was gonna say, please get to Danny Cruz's comment.
What he said. What about Danny? Shout out to Danny Cruz on the chat. What about the rumors that Snell wants his catcher wherever he signs? Are you good with Gary Sanchez? Would you be open to reunion if that's the deal breaker for Snell? I would take Gary Sanchez 100%. Listen, Higgy, you could put all the Yankee catchers combined last year, and they didn't amount to 15 home runs. Sanchez alone hit 19.
Kevin gets choked up talking about Gary. He still loves Gary.
And Gary is welcome 100% back for me. Go look at his defensive numbers. He is better as well. Listen, maybe he needed some time off from New York. You know how sometimes you got to let go of that person to see what you have and then come back, right? Maybe that was Gary's situation with New York. Maybe that was us as well. Who knows? If that is a deal breaker, I am 100% bringing that. That also brings back the vibes, Mario. Those vibes when Gary was hot was very good. No.
I would love, bro. I would like.
mi madre.
That tipo con su soundboard. Listen, I would love Gary back, but at the end of the day, it's just like, bro, it's not gonna happen. On to the next. That's kind of like your little la la land, like thinking about that. Yeah,
that's like you dreaming about Gleyber's extension. We're even.
But I'm realistic about it. I know he's not coming back. I can't decirlo como es. I gotta say it the way.
You don't know. You don't know if the Yankees want to bring Gary back. Do you know?
Bro, the Yankees love Trevino and they believe in Wells. I actually think they believe in Wells.
They do, but we're talking about Snell's personal catcher.
Listen, if Blake Snell's like, I'll take 3 years, but you bring me Gary Sanchez, that's a whole different conversation.
But you can have Gary. You can have Gary. Maybe it's listen, we'll take Gary back for the year, but you'll have to try out here and there Wells because he's going to be the catcher of the future. Maybe it's a transition thing. Why not?
Look at that. So to answer your question, John Cooper, who's catching Nestor? I think that'll be Trevino. Trevino will catch Cole and Nestor.
Yeah.
Rodon had a good ERA with Wells behind the plate, so the
So
Yankees should not touch that. In my
and maybe
opinion, Stroman,
maybe
it's gonna be
it's
interesting.
gonna be interesting with Stroman.
I think Trevi may catch that game, and then
I think
Clark and Wells.
it'll begin with Trevi and then it'll ease on to Wells. I think Wells is not going to see much time the first month, but
Or two. That's how I see it.
as the season progresses, I think Wells will definitely slide in more to that catching role for sure. Everybody's saying fuck no on Gary. It's fine. Go look at his go look at his numbers. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. When have we seen that offense from that catching department since? If Wells raking, I don't want Gary anywhere near. But again, that's two big things that the Yankees. You're hoping that Snell signs, which is a bigger if, and then as well that he wants Gary. I mean, I don't see the Yankees saying no to that. Honestly, they got 5 catches in the 40 man.
Augustine Ramirez. Shout out to Craig there. Craig Smith. He goes, "We have the new Gary, Augustine Ramirez. Augustine Ramirez is gonna be a beast. He's been working out with my dad's high school team, in the Bronx. He's working out there, so I heard a lot of good things about him. I know Pete's huge on Augustine Ramirez. And listen, bro, otro dominicano, tráemelo, loco. I think he's Dominican.
Anthony
Claro, con
Garcia.
Ramirez.
Shout out to Anthony Garcia with the super shot.
Mario!
Ay, Dios
I gotta
mío,
get a
con
sound for
este
super
tipo.
chats. I just keep playing that. Pon un puerco asado on third baseline, and Gary will lead the league in triples.
Deja
Ay, Dios
Gary,
mío.
loco.
No sea así con Gary. No sea así con el Kraken. Dejen tranquilo. El tigre le gusta su chicharrón. You already know. DJ Stilio, thank you for the super chat as well. Gary to Kevin is allies, hater, and
El people. Déjalo, DJ Steele. Deja ese tipo.
Steals, but Gary is much more acceptable. Okay, let's be honest.
Let's get into voicemails, Kev. Let's get into voicemails.
Pete, we have a few voicemails, Pete. If you want to go ahead and let us know about that.
Let's get to the first one.
Hey, Bronx or nothing, it's the Macho King. Oh, yeah, what's up? Kevin Mario, Diggy. Yeah, the Macho King has to pay his respects to the Bronx or nothing in the underground, yeah. Still nothing happening in Yankee land, and we're waiting for a move to occur, yeah. They're looking at Neris and there's rumors going around that they could sign him, but I don't know about this $50 million for 3 years nonsense. More like
that's crazy.
$15 million for 2, Diggin', and I think that deal gets done. But Snell is still out there holding back when $150 million is what the Yankees supposedly offered him, and that is more than fair for a 5 or 6 inning pitcher. I don't care if he got the Cy Young, yeah. Otherwise, they need to put the finishing touches on this roster because our lineup is looking pretty good, especially as some of these old guys stay healthy through spring training. Oh, yeah! Bronx or nothing! Watch out!
What a goated voicemail to start off
Pete,
with,
you might
bro.
have to save. That's one of the best voicemails I've. I mean, everything that Macho said there was 100%
amazing, bro.
facts. Fire, and to that I say.
Que la calle bota fuego, fuego.
So listen, Macho, 100% what you said is there. The Yankees, Snell still's a possibility. The Yankees giving Neris 15 for 2 is very doable, Mario. Why? Because they can just maybe move. They move Canely, right? He's making 5. That puts the Yankees at the 10 that they wanted to spend. Why not? But also, if the Yankees are the only ones that made the offer to Snell, maybe they bump to 160, 165.
We are getting later. We are getting later and closer, Kevin, to pitchers and catchers reporting. And I told Pete when I came on the show, I truly believe, man, that, listen, as closer we get to it, we don't hear much news about Blake Snell. I'm starting to truly believe that there's a chance he falls into the Yankees' lap. Shout out to Macho King, man. That was an amazing
voicemail, Macho. Shout out to you, man. That shit was
man.
crazy. I mean, it's a great voicemail too, and I 100% agree with him with everything he said in that voicemail. But yeah, Pete, you want to play the second one? I think we have 3.
Kev, Mario, good job hanging out on Saturday night. By the way, Kev, what are the Yankees starting pitchers' ground ball percentages? It's Connor. I'm out. See you guys in March.
It's looking very good. Tell you that much. Stroman, Cole, I mean, nobody hits Cole, so I mean, it's like
Yeah,
at
we don't
this
worry about
point,
his ground ball percentage.
yeah, like I mean, you're striking out 220 plus every year. I mean, it's you know what I'm saying, but yeah, man, the Yankees are not done. So I'll give you that answer when spring training starts. I'll give you because if we add Snell to that, could be looking a lot better. Thank you, Connor.
Yeah, that was good. Kevin with his ground ball percentage. You know how Kevin is going some ground ball percentage. I just let him be.
Andy Pettis is my favorite, one of my favorite Yankees, bro. Ground balls is it, bro. Don't worry about it. All right, when you got Gold Glove defense behind you,
I knew you were gonna bring in the Gold Glove defense.
come on, man.
Excellent. Hopefully DJ can move with that. So, let's get into. I believe we have one more voicemail, and then we will wrap it up.
Would you guys be interested in Aaron Loop or Jake Diekman, or maybe like Fujinami or one of those guys that are like very cheap lefty options, or like a guy that's high leverage, low contract, like Fujinami maybe, if you get him to work with Blake maybe? How's it going, guys?
Is it Aaron Loop from the Angels?
Yeah, he had a great season. I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago with the Mets.
Yeah, he's a 6-year.
He was he looked really good. Then fortunately he goes to the Angels. Nothing seems to work out for them.
I looked at Fujinami.
Loop was horrible. Fujinami, Pete actually brought that up to us. We didn't even realize he was a free agent.
Yeah.
Not to be a starter, but out of the bullpen, man, I would take a flyer on him with Blake.
When it comes to Matt Blake, I think anybody is in the realm of possibility to come over and him work with him. Again, I think the guy with Fujinami he's a wild card. I mean, he's a 1.5. 1.49 whip is 1.5. I mean, just call it 1.5. But that's what worries me about Fujinami. But because with control, it's like, what can Matt Blake do if the guy's wild no matter what? But again, it might be specific pitches that this guy just doesn't dominate, that Matt Blake would be like, all right, let's move away from that. You know what I'm saying? So things could pan out. So 100% Fujinami hasn't even been heard of. So if the Yankees can get him for cheap, I 100% applaud it as well. Great voicemail. I 100 take Fujinami. I mean, again, I'll take anything with Matt Blake. Matt Blake seems to rinse and wash anything that comes through the Yankees organization. So I'll take that 100%.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about Diekman to answer that one too. Not too crazy. I'd rather just bring back Wandy if you're trying to bring back another lefty.
Correct. Oh, thank you. You're finally giving Theo Wandy some love, bro. He dapped you up at Yankee Stadium, man. Why are you so mean to Theo Wandy? Loco, Wandy de lo mío, que lo hey.
Nah, good dude, but Nick Ramirez is gonna be closing games for us.
No me habla Nick Ramirez. No me habla Nick Ramirez. I went to Citi Field, got home like at 1 a.m. Nick Ramirez gave up the walk-off when Hawaiian Hustle stole home. All right? Don't bring back those memories. That was a great game, and the Nick Ramirez couldn't coño. It was actually Cordero's fault, too, giving up 2 runs. But thank God he's not part of this organization anymore. But, yeah, Mario, to wrap up, did you see your boy, Gleyber Torres' new YouTube page, and did you catch any of those videos?
I haven't watched it at all, actually.
Guys, this is breaking news. Gleyber Torres has a YouTube page and already has 5 episodes in him, and Mario has not watched one of them. Why not?
I don't know, man. I just feel I'm a grumpy old man right now. I told you and Pete, like, I just need the season to start. I could watch these guys hit off a tee, do whatever they're doing. I just want Yankees baseball already. I don't know. It's just not entertaining for me.
Did you try and watch it?
No. I haven't even
So how do you know if it's entertaining if you didn't try it?
Bro, I want real baseball. I don't want guys.
Let me guess. You don't eat sopao? You don't eat sancocho because you never tried it?
Nah, I do, bro. I just,
Are you one of those guys that doesn't try something and be like, no me gusta? No, get that out of the way, bro.
Loco, I love Gleyber, but I just want real baseball.
No, and what else did you say as well? You want guys working? You guys want working, right?
What do you mean? Yeah, I want guys working. Claro.
Okay. If you would have watched Gleyber Torres' YouTube, and guys, I recommend it 100%. Check out Gleyber Torres is in the lab, especially the episode with Judge and Cabrera. Gleyber Torres took 2 weeks off after October and came right back to Tampa and has been working since. Gleyber did not take a vacation. He just rested. 2 weeks, I think, is merited for anybody after 62 games for like the 3rd, 4th season in a row. Correct? I think 2 weeks is okay. No, maybe a month. No, Gleyber took 2 weeks and went back to the lab where he's trained in the offseason with Gio Urshela, which Gio's there, and Gio looks all right too. I'm looking at those videos as well, so maybe you might see him pop up. But yeah, Mario, what I like to see is, and I recommend watching the Aaron Judge episode, which I believe is episode 5. Shout out
That's
to
the most
that.
recent one.
Yes. Aaron Judge, Cabrera, and Gleyber Torres working and with the hitting coach that was in there as well, and Casey, which is the assistant hitting coach as well. So those guys watching the new Yankees hitting coach have conversations with Gleyber Torres and Aaron Judge is one of the most refreshing things I've seen for a while. For the Yankees claiming that they didn't have communication from the hitting coach to see this new guy talking to Gleyber about his toe tap and the little nuances that they go through, because if you didn't notice, Gleyber had a toe tap this year. I don't know if you noticed. So he felt a lot more comfortable. So I'm saying all that to say this. These guys have been working early. I'm getting different vibes from these Yankees. I follow a lot of them on social media.
You're really
that's what I like
drinking that
to do.
Kool-Aid. You're really drinking that Kool-Aid. Okay.
It's funny. It's funny how the card flipped, right? You used to be that guy that was optimistic and shit, and now you're just a grumpy old guy because we didn't have another starting pitcher, and now you're just giving up on everything else. You're probably grading the Yankees offseason an F because they didn't get pitching, right?
I'm at LI, bro. We didn't get Blake Snell and we didn't get Josh Hader with the C-. Nah, tampoco así. Nah, I'm just excited for the season to start, man. It's dry January, like I like to say. Not much going on, but just waiting for Yankees baseball. One thing before we get off, two things actually. Shout out to my guy Sean Fitzpatrick. Huge year from Gleyber on deck. I feel like he's like 100%. the only guy here that's like a Gleyber supporter. Yeah, he
is going to rake this year.
Yeah,
he had his best year last year. Even though the OPS plus, maybe it said 2019, juice balls. A little conversation with that. All right. So, but I think he had one of his better years this year, and I think he's going to repeat or even be better. Mario, I just want to shout out chat. Thank you so much for being here tonight on a Saturday night. There's not much Yankee news, but like we said, we're always going to be here. I just want you guys, we still have 200 in here. Smack that like and hitty the subby before you leave, because you'll have a bunch of Yankees content 100% here from this channel. Mario, there is one thing that we want to shout out. On Monday, we will be holding a 8-hour stream. Is that correct? PP is still in the chat. So we'll be holding
8-hour stream.
8-hour stream.
To raise money for our spring training trip. That's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to talk everything Yankees. Any questions, voicemails, anything you guys got.
Correct.
We'll be in there.
Any
Super
news? Hopefully
excited.
there's news.
Hopefully there's news. Bro,
You are fake news. You are fake news.
A Blake Snell signing on a Monday would be nice. We'll see what happens. Best community out there, man. We appreciate you guys so much. I know there's football on right now. Bunch of Niners fans, Green Bay fans in the chat. So you guys go enjoy that game. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
One more thing. Tomorrow, designated spitters.
Ya lo sabe.
Grandmas beware. El Francis va a estar aquí mañana. Pero, like I said, guys, tune in on Monday if you guys are here.
Oh, no, Monday is
the okay, let's clarify. Monday is the 8-hour stream with me, Mario, going to be there with Pete Simonetti, Dane, maybe Francis, maybe one of the fellas. We'll see about that. But Monday's the 8-hour stream to help out with the spring training trip. We got to buy new equipment.
Designated Spitters is on Monday. Pete just put in the chat. There you go.
Designated Spitters. Oh, Designated Spitters on Monday. Okay.
Monday. Our fault.
So enjoy football. Maybe we'll be live. Football. I'm sure we'll be live if there's news. We'll be here.
100%. All right, guys. Appreciate you so much. Monday, Designated Spitters. But before that, 1 o'clock start, spring training, talking all about all that stuff. But we appreciate you guys tuning in with us. And we'll see you guys next Saturday again. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
Mario!
Top 10 radar, yeah, we on your radar. Never miss, dog, and that's on occasion. Yeah, we on your radar. Yeah. Hey, look, top floor lifestyle, chef and boy, I'm cooking up. Way too high, ain't coming down. You see me if you looking up. I don't really talk too much, I show I'm running numbers up. I keep that on strolling up, I'm going off, they know what's up. Wrist too silly, numbers crack the billy. Yeah, don't need no dilly. I'm too fresh, I feel like really, yeah. Feel the duffels up the sign, I need a million. I'm about to take off, and I know that I'm on their radar. Top 10